Hello friends, welcome to another unboxing and review. This is a new little Kickstarter item here. It's a Versa air sprayer. It's kind of unique, never really seen. It's like basically like a little miniature paint sprayer here. All right, let's check it out. Right inside, comes with a nice little package there. Nice little holding case. And then we have this also. Okay, inside this box we have got three little paint bottles. Cool. All right, we have a charging USB-A to USB-C cord, and also three little paint nozzles. Okay, and then here, these are all little sprayer, disposable like sprayer attachments for like larger size or smaller sprays, I guess. So it comes with a few, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Looks like we got 40 different ones there. And then right inside here, this is a sweet little case actually. So this is for like hobby crafting, things like that. We have a instruction manual there. And here we go. This is it. Looks kind of cool. It's yeah, basically we're gonna put some paint in our bottle, attach that, and that just screws right into the back right there. This has you can adjust the air pressure or whatever. Right here on the side shows your battery, how full it is, and here's our USB-C charging port right there. So it has a little laser on there too, so it should see where you'll be able to paint. And then you can adjust the amount of spray pressure on there too. So small, lightweight. Well, here we go. So I have some real green acrylic paint here. Should work with different paints. Might need to thin it out a little bit. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here. See how that works. Okay, so we got a little bottle. We take our cap here, just like that. And our little disposable, let's go with the green one. Sure, why not? Okay, so these just opens up like this. Kind of grab out the one you want. This goes in actually right on the top here. So this just pushes in like that. All right. Now we can, it's pretty thick. I'm gonna see if this works or not. Just screw that on. And that should just fit right here through the back. All right, so just to contrast, this is does a very light spray depending on your nozzle or whatever. So let's just show you guys here on this. Pretty much does it right above the laser. You can see it's very fine, and the longer I leave it in there, so that's pretty cool. I bet if I diluted this a little more, but it's just for very light coatings, and then you can go back and forth, so it gives a nice even, be probably really good for, I mean, look at the, I'll try to get a close-up for you guys here. Oh no. I'm getting good at it now, okay. Yeah, just does a very, very precise little line there. Okay, I was able to write high on there, but kind of gives you an idea. You can go over multiple coatings. What I like about this is not laying it on like super thick. So like this is for a little bit more detailed things, and you're not going to have paint running all over the place, which is really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just take this out here now. But all in all, pretty cool. The laser kind of gives you a little idea where it's going to be, the little point of that. And then obviously the closer you get, the closer the little spray is. So that's cool. As we can see, get kind of close, and then you can really do some detailed work like this. So you puts down a nice layer right there, and then the further out, you're just going to kind of pepper it. So I guess I was kind of far away from the molding. If I wanted to get a nice, so you almost get like right on there within about, oh, looks like about, oh yeah, working really good there. About a ½ inch is optimal, I would say. But depending, yeah, just depending on how you want your thing. So that's really nice there. We can bring it in for like a little tiny, like corkscrew for some really precise coverage there. But you can see how handy this would be for like little crafting and things like that. Very cool. Seems to work pretty good. The only thing I would caution with is once you like stop, a little bit of paint comes out there. So be right before you start again, just kind of wipe that off and then you're ready to go. Might just run all the rest of this out here. Let's see if we adjust the spray. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Look at that. So we slow it down. It actually does like, it sprays like larger drops. Look at that. That's cool. And we can speed it up a little bit. Just kind of a, yeah, it just does like larger drops to slower the airflow. Oh, you can almost do like a snow pattern on here. That's sweet. That's pretty cool. All right, final thoughts on this little paint sprayer. Does a pretty good job. I like how I painted probably for almost 20 minutes and the battery life is still full, so extra long battery life. I like how the paint spray is pretty adjustable. Definitely more on the lines of, you know, artwork and things like that, not for like general house painting, I wouldn't think. Unless I did paint some on my molding, but since it's white spray on a white background, it's difficult to tell where it's actually spraying. But if I was doing a different color on there, it'd be probably a different story. So just a little heads up with that. Other than that, my friends, it's once I like use the bottles, just rinse them out real quick with like hot water and they're good to go. And so those are all done. I actually even rinsed out one of these, put them back in. They say you just throw them away when you're done. Yeah, I rinsed out this the paint out of them. It seemed to work fine still. So pretty cool. Definitely if you're like into like little hobby crafting and stuff like that, be a pretty sweet little painter sprayer. Impressed with it. Does a nice little job if I was into like crafting and stuff like that. Took a little bit of a while for me to start getting used to it. So as we can see, I did the normal pattern. You have the splash pattern with like the lower velocity on the air, and then you can do like really fine. The closer you get, obviously, the finer you can get, or further away. So pretty sweet, my friends. Thanks for checking out this review. I hope it's helpful. You guys have a great day, and I'll catch you all next time.